Hello and welcome to part 5 of Rise Up, the long play series where I take a tier 10 team to European glory in Football Manager 2021. This series is basically a diary where I document my progress throughout a long career save. I intend this to be over 20, maybe even 30 years of gameplay. At the end of each season I'll upload a short video like this one to show what's happened. It'll be stuff like what challenges I've faced, what went right, what went wrong, and how I dealt with any issues that came along. Once again, all the progress so far has been in the vanilla game. There's no save scumming, use of editors or anything like that. All I've added are the leagues down to tier 10 level, as well as the real club names and a new game skin. You can see how this save started on the first video, but just as a quick summary, I took control of Worcester Raiders as a Sunday League manager in tier 10. I've been pretty successful so far and I've quickly risen up to tier 7, the Vanarama National North. So let's see how 2024 to 2025 went. Well, here we are, the Vanarama National League North. Where have we finished? 13th this time. That's not too bad, you know. 12 wins, 16 draws, 14 defeats, and 52 points, minus 6 goal difference. That isn't too bad at all, I don't think, given how quickly I've risen up throughout the leagues. There's some really good teams in this division. Kidderminster have actually gone undefeated. They completely battered me. And then you've got York with a frankly ridiculous spend. If you take a look at their salary per annum, they spend 1.7 million nearly on salary, whereas I spend £51,000 a year. Look at that, Truro, almost double. So I've got a lot of catching up to do in terms of salary, but this is all part of me controlling the finances right at the very start of the game. If we take a look at the other competitions, ignoring the Crappy Cup, which is my friendly competition I do every year, FA Cup, knocked out in the third round by Man City, and in the FA Trophy, knocked out in the quarter-final by Morecambe. If we take a look at the games here, you can see there's the Man City game. There we go. I mean, I did all right actually. I got quite lucky in the draws once again with the FA Cup. Home to Peterborough Sports, and then if we take a look at the second round, I got a away draw with Canvey Island, which took me to a replay 2-1 at home, and then I got drawn with Man City. So that was actually my let's just double check it. Yeah, here we go. This was actually my first sellout, I think. Let's have a look. 7-0. Got completely battered. Here we go. Yeah, 12,000 attendance. So that was my first sellout of the career. So I'm hoping for many, many more. This isn't actually my stadium, but I'm pretty sure I got a decent chunk of finances, a chunk of money out of it. Let's take a look at some of the player performances this year. Squad. So let's go selection info and average rating. So my best player this year, once again, well, Anton Hooper's had another decent season. He was a top scorer again. He scored 20 in the league, and was the actual top scorer in the FA Trophy with 11 goals, so he did pretty well there, getting to the quarterfinals. Yeah, but aside from that, it's been pretty rubbish. I mean, the goalkeeper had a very, very busy season. I mean, he conceded 53 goals in the league. And then Matty Stevens was the other striker. So this guy, this Ponticelli, somehow got 6.88. He was just basically, I bought him as a sub so that Anton Hooper wasn't tired all the time. But in that many goals, look at that, 23 sub appearances, 4 goals. So yeah, he wasn't particularly happy. In terms of kind of the team depth, I mean, it's not fantastic. I'm quite happy with the keeper. I'm going to keep him for the season. Again, Anton Hooper, I think I'll make sure that he's happy. I think he's got a new contract starting at the end of the year. But aside from that, again, left defenders are so hard to come by for some reason. So I'm going to try my best to try and get another left defender. But generally, quite happy with the midfielder. Luke Murphy, who is the top midfielder I've got, is kind of getting on a bit. I think I've got him for one more season, and then I might have to replace him as my team leader, basically. I think he's done all right, but I think he's going to be losing a bit of pace. He's on 4 right now. I think it might be a bit of a struggle next season, but we'll see. And aside from that, yeah, I think it's just my defence. I need to bulk out a little bit, which is a bit strange because I mean last season my defence was my best part. So one massive thing that happened this year is there was a board takeover. Now this actually caused a real problem for me because, as you probably know, when you have a board takeover, you get a transfer suspension. You can't actually transfer any players in or out. And this was a large majority of the second half of the season. So I did bring a few players in. Ryan Bruce did okay for me. Keenan Kwanzaa was alright. And I think Bradley McClenaghan here was actually the best one I brought in. I don't think I really lost anyone of any note. I don't think any of these were any good really. I mean, Jay Bird was okay. So yeah, the fact I had the board takeover, that kind of really screwed over any options of getting that left defender that I needed in. The actual board themselves didn't bring any money with them. It was actually a bit of a rubbish takeover. In fact, they brought £1,500. So yeah, a bit of a waste of time. In terms of club finances, it's been a pretty decent year actually. The Man City at home game did bring a decent chunk of money in, and I've gone back to about 214,000. I haven't spent it on any facilities this time. I'm just a bit wary that I'm going to have to bring in more players with wages. If we take a look at the wages that I'm spending at the moment, if we go contracts, here we go, and wages. So I've only got actually 4 players taking up a proper wage at the moment. So these are the players that were brought in this season. I am going to bring in more. I'm not going to rely on too much on the non-contract players. But yeah, as it stands at the moment, the wage bill, it has jumped up because of those players, but it's remained pretty steady. And in terms of me and my contract, the lowest contract I could take is £190 a week. So I now do have an option of a contract extension if I get a promotion. So hopefully that wage can continue at that level or lower for now. And I've got it until the end of next season as well. So I'm glad to have a 2-year contract as opposed to a 1-year contract. And then finally, as what I expect to do next season, basically the board want me to avoid relegation again. I mean, I think I've consolidated my position within the league. Okay, 13th I think is pretty decent for a first season in this league. I mean, I hope to kind of try and push into the playoffs if possible, but given the wage bill that I've got in comparison to other teams in the league, I think it might be a struggle. But I'm going to give it a really good go, and I'm going to keep with the existing tactics that I've got. For just to quickly show you the tactics once again, it's the 4-1-3-2. It basically is a really defensive, but kind of counter-attacking as well. And then if I just keep on with this tactic, everyone's kind of happy with it. I think the team know each other a lot more now, so I think that it should be a little bit better this coming season with some more defenders, some better defenders, especially in the left defender position. I think I should be okay in trying to push forward into the playoff positions. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you've got any comments, leave them down below, and I'll see you in the next video.